Welcome to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm Deborah Liu, and this is Off the Court with the APP. Tanner Tomassi isn't just a professional pickleball player. He's that guy you see on social media giving the best pickleball tips and tricks.
Here's how to hit a perfect backhand dink in under 60 seconds.
How has he built his enterprise? Get ready to take some notes. He's about to tell us. So Tanner, people are used to seeing you on the pickleball court, whether it's on social media or live, but when you're not on the court, you're at the beach.
Yeah, I grew up in New Jersey, 2 blocks from the beach, surfed every day growing up, absolutely love it. It's my favorite place to be. I moved down to Florida for pickleball to Boca Raton, which is on the beach, so I constantly cannot get away from it.
I hear you're also quite the bookworm.
Yes, I am huge into reading. My favorite book of all time that completely transformed my life, I'm so thankful for it, is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. When I was in college, I did video game streaming online. So basically, I ran into this one guy that gave me a bunch of money over my 3-year span of playing the video games. I eventually got on a phone call with him and I was like, I want to be in your position. I want to be the one sending the money instead of the one receiving the money. And he said, the first thing you need to do is you need to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and then call me back. He kind of galvanized me into taking action, and I'm just so grateful that he gave me that book to read.
So tell me how you started playing pickleball, and then tell me how that book translated to your pickleball success.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I started playing pickleball during the pandemic. Which was me in college. My friends from college, just reconnect. We went outside, played it, didn't think much of it. And then once the pandemic kind of ended, I kind of got more and more hooked into pickleball. Started playing. I graduated college and I was a realtor. And I was kind of I don't really know if I want to do this. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So I was like, you know what? I'm moving to Florida. I'm going all in with this pickleball and I'm going to see what happens. So I kind of took that knowledge from the book, Taking Action, and transformed it into pickleball. So I'm like, if I start this social media, even if I do all that training and I don't perform in the moment on the pickleball court, at least I'll have this following to show for. So the thing I do on Instagram is ever since I started my account, I said to myself, okay, I am going to do one instructional tip every single day. Here's an easy way to generate more power in pickleball. So I stuck to that, and 597 days later, we just hit 100,000 followers. A lot of people say to me, they'll be like, oh, how did you grow? How did you do this? How did you do that? I'm like, the superpower is just discipline. The formula is just post. When I did the streaming, I streamed for 3 years, every single day, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night. I missed maybe 9 days in 3 years. So that perspective, these videos every day, I'm like, oh, I could do this for my entire life. I will never run into an issue doing this.
What advice would you give somebody who's looking to follow your path?
The advice that I would give somebody looking to follow my path is you have to try everything. If anything interests you the slightest bit, just go try and explore it. The worst thing you can do is just procrastinate. Just throw yourself in the fire and you'll figure it out and just become a better person in the process.
That is a wrap on this episode of Off the Court with the APP featuring Tanner Tomassi. I hope you learned a thing or two because I sure did. For the APP, I'm Deborah Liu. We'll catch you in Cincinnati.